All right, everybody, welcome back. Today is the day to take down the door here. Or first, we're going to scrape off all of the clamming, take down the door, and see what's inside. So let's go. there we are. The door is down. I cleaned out all the leftover ashes and got those in my wheelbarrow. They were still pretty hot. I couldn't believe that it was still that many, but we used quite a bit of hardwood for the firing, so I think probably all the way up to like 2,000, 2,100 degrees, we were still using hardwood. So I think that was the reason there was a whole lot of embers and ashes left over. And but those will make good. We'll make some good ash glaze, so we'll keep those and reuse that. And but I just wanted to bring you guys back now as we're going to start taking some pots out. And we won't show every single pot that comes out, but at least gonna show you the first few, and then maybe come back and show you a few nice ones as we take pots out. I haven't even taken any pots out yet, and I don't even know if the ones in the top are too hot to handle without gloves. But we're getting ready to find that out and start unloading. So anyway, that's that. No, I don't think they're too hot. I mean, they're still pretty warm, but I don't think they're too hot to take out without gloves. Hopefully you could hear me what I was saying. I don't think they're too hot to take out without gloves. So we'll start by taking out pot number one. It's a good sign that a couple of the wads already came off the bottom. And there is pot number one. We got the wads that were holding the lid up above. We'll have to get those cleaned off. But that's a pretty nice piece. Definitely got the nice raw salt. It was all raw clay, and just the salt glaze, a nice even texture. The way this red slip was on there, and then the white slip dots made that really unique pattern in there. So we'll start getting some more pots unloaded. And pretty cool inside of that one too. It'd be hard to see on the camera, but we'll set these out in the yard here and then take some more pictures as we get them unloaded. There's a pretty neat mug here. I decided to play around with some slip design. I did a sea turtle on that side and then a wave on this side. And that's a pretty neat mug. And I got my rutile blue on the inside. Looks like the ocean down in the bottom. That's a neat mug. And I believe this one, somebody already asked me if this one was spoken for. So we're gonna see if they might already want that one before it even makes it to the video. That's pretty neat there, isn't it? The inside of that one just has the raw salt glaze on the outside. That one's a little warm, and we'll set this one down. A young guy that's been an apprentice with mine brought us a few pots down, and this was one of his that I got right there in the front, and hope he's happy with that one. Here's one of my cone packs for firing number one. That was let's see, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So we got cone 13 down in the front there, in the top and the bottom, but the clay can handle it, and I think we're fine there. Now that's an exquisite piece. The way that glaze did and ran, my ash glaze that I put on here, and then that blue. That's a beautiful piece. All right, this was pot number one made for firing number one. If you guys saw that in a previous video, I made this pot, the very first pot I made for the very first firing. And so this one is a special piece. It's got number one on the bottom twice. So it's the first pot for the first firing, and turned out very nice. Here, I tried my blue slip again on some pots. I had it a while back that I hadn't used in a long time. Looks pretty neat, and this was the red or black slip with the white dots in between. Those are neat. Well, there's one casualty. I don't know what happened to that one, but it's cracked multiple places. It's pretty though. Here's some of these bowls that I had in a previous video that I decorated. Now you can see what they look like finished, and I'm pretty happy with it. That's definitely unique, different, but the dark slip stayed where I wanted it, and then the white dots, and then I put a little bit of glass in the bottom so you get a little bit of that color in the very bottom. So, and the outside just the raw clay that got salt glaze. Here's some platters that I put the glass in the bottom, so that's a white slip and iron ash glaze, and then some glass. And this one had the same thing, except some different slips underneath that. Pretty. Here's a couple more. This one had that slip decoration. Justice. And then that one had the iron ash with the light blue glass in the bottom, some dark slip dots. That was beautiful there. Some more platter bowls with some neat slip design. That's a cool, like, geometric pattern on that one. And then that one there. Turned out really nice. Here's some 2-pound bowls. I don't know if you can see that, but that's pretty amazing there. Got some copper red in the bottom. I don't know, that blue glass looks just like my copper red out of the gas kiln in the very bottom there. That's pretty amazing. We've unloaded 2 stacks so far, and we got the last one to go. And I'm taking all this in, but it's still kind of hard to process it all as I'm doing it. So everything looks pretty good, but I'm being pretty critical at this moment, and I guess that's why I'm not doing a kiln opening sale the day I unload it, so I have a chance to look at everything, clean it all up, and know exactly what I think about it. And I'm sure I'll like it more as I get to look at more of the pieces over time. But so far everything's pretty good. I've only lost a couple pieces, and so that's a good start. So anyway, we'll get back to doing the time lapse. Just wanted to bring you here live to show you the last stack before we start unloading it. was the first pot in, last pot out. So it's kind of exciting, and probably gonna need to go take a nap after this. And now we're gonna take the last pot out. So, and wads weren't stuck, and it's a good looking pot. So excited about that. Anyway, appreciate you guys being here for this and supporting the channel overall. And it is done. And maybe I'll take a couple pictures of the kiln inside. Looks pretty neat inside here now, as you can see in the video. But anyway, appreciate you guys, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.